Yes, sir. Back with another reaction. My boy Black Balloons. Something very strange is going on with the streamers. You know, we watched that Kai Cenat video. What they was trying to get him to do. Let's get into it, folks. Hold on, folks. Let's see what Black got to say. Hit the subscribe, the like button on my channel, Black Balloon channel. Appreciate you for tuning in. Get it ready. You already know what we doing. Get that thing ready, cause this one of them videos, folks. I think this gonna be one of those. So get it ready, folks. You already know what's going on with me when this camera go off. Come on now. We gonna get into it. Black Balloon.
Incredibly scared of him and all the other streamers. They have so much power.
You think streamers can sell their soul?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you think, like, there's, like, blood rituals and shit?
Yeah, bro.
No, bro.
You don't think so?
No.
Tell me Kai Cenat did not do a blood ritual.
I don't know. In the streaming, it's, like, rappers are different.
But I feel like if you did one, you wouldn't tell me.
Brother, if I did it, I'd stream it.
Your lying ass. Yeah, I'm ready to hear this shit. Let it play out. Let it play out. I don't want to mess nothing up. I don't want to mess nothing up. Put me back on the screen. You know what's going on.
All right, y'all. We back with another video, man. Y'all already know what's going on, all right? Now, check this out. Right around the time Kai Cenat uploaded that YouTube video, and he was talking about he quit and he's going to start his clothing brand, so on, right? Y'all already know what I'm talking about. I saw a couple clips pop up of different people with some theories that Hollywood is trying to push streaming out. And remember the video I dropped, I think I titled it, Hollywood Forced Kai Cenat to Quit Streaming. But I didn't necessarily title it that because of this theory. And I started seeing a couple different people talking about it, and I was like, you know what? This makes a lot of sense. Y'all know the streamer Neon, right?
Nope.
He was
Not at all.
also in the video I did
Not at
about
all, bro.
Skrilla, when Skrilla told him to put the mask on, and then when he put the mask
Okay,
on, Skrilla was joking,
okay.
supposedly,
okay.
allegedly. And
I
he was like,
remember
ha, 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 I got your soul.
Now that
Like
you say
when
that, I
Neon
remember
put
that.
the mask
Black.
on,
Go
Skrilla
on.
was like, I got your soul, right? So that's Neon. Neon
I do
recently
remember that,
did
bro.
a stream with Kevin Gates, but he also, I think in the middle of last month, the title was like Billionaire Exposes Hollywood and Streaming, right? I don't know if the guy was a billionaire or not, but he was basically telling Neon that Hollywood doesn't like you guys and they're trying to push y'all out because y'all are taking the spotlight, so to speak. Remember, we talked about this a little bit
bad.
when
That was my,
I had
studio
that clip from that
microphone.
Mike Epps video, and how about, you know, it's very easy to
Feel
become
to the
famous
flow.
off the internet, streaming,
$200.
you know, YouTube, you know, on a really big level. But it's a little bit deeper because Hollywood is looking at it as y'all are stealing watch time from us. You're stealing the attention of young kids away from our actresses, our actors, our artists.
Get him up out of here,
You know what I'm
folks.
saying? Because
Get him out of here.
millions
Mark Epps was just talking about this. Get him up out of here,
of
bro.
hours of watch time is being dedicated to streaming now. Now you're not
Hey,
paying attention
Hey,
to the
Hollywood
facade of
be on
Hollywood.
that, folks.
All you're doing is paying attention
And we ain't
to
got no parts,
streaming.
folks.
You're
Get him out of here,
watching these guys.
folks.
They're
You can't be
making
making more money than
millions.
us. You
They're
crazy,
making just
bro.
as
We
much
need
right
parts.
now as some of the
Well,
hottest
get on better.
actors and, you know,
Stop playing with
musicians
us.
out there. And so I thought that theory
Jimmy
was pretty
Iovine, Leon
interesting. So I was like,
Coin,
you know what?
all of them, bro.
Let's do a quick
Get up
video
out of
and
here,
talk
folks.
about it. And I want to play y'all this clip where this
We
guy
need ends, folks.
talks about, you know, Hollywood basically trying to
Come on
push
over
out
into
the
this
streamers
Oval
to
room.
get the
Fuck you
attention back on them.
Part of our
Sit
Hollywood
their ass to the
business
Oval
is
Office.
them.
Come to the Oval
Them
Office and holler at me
on
real
podcast,
quick, folks.
They're stealing
I didn't know. It's news
They're
to me.
stealing all the fucking attention and time in the day from the movie business. The movie business, they hate him. I'll tell you this right now, and I know this for sure. I've met all these guys in Hollywood, and since I got into the movie business, Hollywood is so scared of you and all your buddies.
Seriously.
They are so scared of you and Kai and Aiden. You guys are commanding all the attention in the world. You're so much bigger than like Leonardo DiCaprio. That guy makes a post. It doesn't
Bro,
go
did you hear what he
anywhere.
just...
It doesn't go anywhere. Your stuff is hundreds and hundreds of millions, which is why I'm
Did you hear what he just said? People like Leonardo DiCaprio is worried about streamers. Do your homework. On Leonardo DiCaprio being a legend in Hollywood, and he, you know what I'm saying? Streamers got him stressed out, folks. Do your homework on he can't make no money off movies because the streamers taking all the watch time.
really delighted to meet
That's
you.
crazy
because-
to hear that.
Mom, this is
Everybody want to
simple.
see Kai Cenat, not a movie.
Hollywood is trying to get
Hold on,
streaming
bro.
out of here, bro.
Yeah.
And they're doing it in 3 steps. Now walk with me, listen.
Yeah.
Number 1 is infiltration. Number 2
I got you.
is influence. And step number 3 is elimination. Look at what's going on with Kai right now. Perfect example. When he had the celebrities starting to come into his stream, what is that? That's the
Infiltration. Infiltration. Do your homework.
Then he started getting influenced by Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart started kind of trying to gauge
Right on
him
that
how
pen
to
and path,
move
huh?
and how to speak and what to do and what not to do. That's influence. And now
Okay,
all of a
I'm with
sudden, he wants to step back and pursue fashion. That's elimination.
Do your homework.
And I know Kai is just one person and streaming is a whole industry, but let's keep it a buck, bro. Kai Cenat is the reason streaming is what it is today. A lot of people wouldn't even be doing content creation or trying to stream if it wasn't Kai Cenat. And Hollywood saw that, saw how much attention they were getting, and in their eyes, they weren't paying their dues or whatever, and now they're trying to eliminate it. And that's a fact.
I mean, they own the shit, don't they? Yo, hold on 1 second. I want to take a minute to show y'all my merchandise. If you see anything you like, go ahead and get you some. You'll be out there looking fly, looking fresh. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Back to the video.
Now,
This is what I was going to say before Black get back to speaking. So, either they are going to... It's like if they own all the shit, right? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, let me know. But they own all the shit. Twitch, YouTube, everything you can stream off of, Kick, whatever. Of course, they in control some kind of way. But I do understand what they're saying. The streaming is taking too much attention away from what Hollywood is doing, movies and whatever. So it's like either they are going to get a lot of major, not major, but some people that's in the circle to kind of gatekeep the streaming world, or like they said, they're just gonna try to get rid of it as a whole, or like start their own like dominant streaming platform. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna come up with a way. They just trying to figure it out. They just trying to figure it out right now because it's definitely, it got too much attention.
I was
Definitely
like,
got way too much attention. Streaming
that piqued
definitely.
my interest because people aren't going to the movies like they used to.
Hell no.
You know, obviously we had what 2020 brought us, and that changed the dynamic as well. But you can also thank that time, you know, for making a bunch of extra people get on the computer and start doing things they never would have done if it wasn't for 2020. And y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But the dynamic has
That
completely
seed
changed, right?
vision.
And it makes
19.
sense because streamers can do a live stream. We're talking about the big streamers, you know what I'm saying? You obviously got Aiden Ross, you know, Speed, Kai, Neon, a couple of other people, right?
Yeah.
They can do these streams and make hundreds of thousands of dollars off of one stream, gain the attention of thousands and thousands of young minds, of kids
And I say
watching
this
them
too. A lot of them
who are
streamers,
willing.
a lot of them streamers like what's the producer? Black Boy Max, I think. A lot of them streamers be having them rappers coming over there, coming on their streams, bro, and the rappers be looking bad on them streams. Just be they demeanor, like they attitudes and shit. Like they don't be realizing. Well, the fans know. A lot of people realize that these streamers are kind of making more money than these rappers, bro. So it's like you come on their stream and they be cool, and you be trying to like keep this image up. I don't know, bro, but it look bad on the rappers sometimes when they go on the streams too. But it's a lot of rappers now trying to start to stream, and you know, I just seen. I mean, of course, Soulja Boy. He kind of really was started the YouTube wave, but he kind of fell back. He didn't keep going with it and was like, "Oh, I'm a streamer. I'll be gaming." Like he did all that stuff back in the day, bro. So Soulja Boy used to be gaming back in the day, doing all that stuff, bro. Back in the day, like he was big on YouTube. That's how he really blew up, but. YouTube wasn't a streaming platform back then. YouTube kind of like grew into that because of Twitch and all that, and they implemented that into YouTube. But like, you know what I'm saying? Soulja Boy ain't continue with what he was doing with the internet, and he probably would be like, I ain't gonna say he gonna be on the Casanat level because he a rapper, so he would have been doing different stuff on stream, but he would have been streaming like if he would have just stuck with like his formula that put him on. He just really like focused on rap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was free game for somebody like Casanat. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of rappers weren't even paying attention to that. Because it's like it probably would have killed his fan base though, because they would have been able to be up on him 24/7 all day, every day. But yeah, bro, this shit crazy.
To watch them because it's someone that they can relate to every single day. So you have to think about it. Over time, this will create an effect on Hollywood.
Of course.
And the way Hollywood operates.
Of course.
Just like I said earlier, you're not paying attention to these actors no more. You're not paying attention to, you know, a rapper trying to promote his album and promote his music by jumping into a show real quick because the crowd that they want to watch is too busy watching their favorite streamer. So it makes a lot of sense that they're trying to infiltrate. And it might be the reason why they were sending these Hollywood stars, i.e. Kevin Hart, to Casanat streams. It wasn't just about using them to stay relevant
Mike Epps was even
or
on
tapping
that.
into the younger crowd. It could have been the art of war. It could have been infiltration to eventually get one of the biggest streamers out of the way
on prison books.
in Casanat. Now where all of those kids are going to go to when they want to see their favorite streamer. You know what I'm saying?
Do your homework on the prison library.
And who knows what else could be coming. I mean, we just saw the stuff with Speed in Algeria. You know, they damn near out there trying to... I don't want to say nothing crazy, but, you know, it seems like they trying to do something. The Speed out there, he out there in North Africa where it is crazy racist against black people, you know, and, man, everybody under those videos is
do your homework on real Africans, not liking Americans,
like
African-Americans.
Some of his team tried to get him to not go to North Africa, and, you know,
they do not like us,
basically
boy.
seeing what it is. It's kind of exposing how they still,
they don't like
you know, look at a certain people. Now that I thought was crazy. I could throw a clip in there too if y'all haven't seen all the stuff that was going on.
Real Africans do not like African Americans.
Streams.
They don't like me. No. They keep throwing water at me. I just came here to watch the football game, bro. I don't know what's up with these fans.
No, they don't like you, bro.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I'm leaving. I think I'm not welcomed here.
No, you're not. You're an African American.
Algeria, but at that stadium, I don't know. They should have just chucked the green apple at me.
And thank you to iShowSpeed for letting me know that Algeria is not for the people.
No. Hey, iShowSpeed, bro. You could have called me, folk. You ain't got my number, but you could have called me, DM me on Instagram or something. I'd have told you South Africa, folk, though not. Boy, they don't fuck with African Americans. Are you crazy?
Busted, bro. I'm not even trolling. My shit ringing. I can't.
I'm sorry, did we just witness them trying to take this man's life? From them throwing water bottles at him and shooting fake bullets at him, I think it's a very clear message that they don't want him there. That's very clear that they don't want us to come back either. Speed just wanted to show us some different cultures in Africa, and these folks ain't having it. And to those who are saying that this isn't racism, that's a lie. You can't hide racism on camera. They weren't mad because he had his camera out.
Africans do not mess with African Americans, bro. Are you crazy?
A black man like I Show Speed is getting the praise that he is, and we can leave
You
it
must
at
be
that.
crazy, bro. Hold
Now,
on,
in
my
no
phone
way-
ringing, bro. Yeah, you must be crazy.
Hey, am I saying Speed is gonna be harmed by Hollywood or anything like that? You know, I just thought that was a bit crazy, especially the stuff that was happening in Algeria, throwing stuff at him, water bottles, shot the, you know, it looked like a little 1800s type of pistol or
Are you Gucci?
some kind of double barrel pistol
hold on.
shot gun looking thing right next to his ear. That was pretty intentional. That is actually crazy. You definitely can blow somebody's eardrum like that. That was crazy. But what I also want to show y'all too, just a couple of more clips of Neon, and he was talking to Kevin Gates, and he asked Kevin Gates, would he ever stream? You know, because there's a bunch of different rappers that are starting to stream now, obviously because they see the money in it, and it's more guaranteed than them being signed to a label and barely making a penny, right? And Kevin Gates was like, he's met a lot of good people that stream, but also he can tell that a lot of them are
My bad.
depressed.
Important phone
And
call.
you know, they're just not themselves because they're always in front of a screen, you know, and he said he wouldn't, you know, obligate himself to streaming as much as the younger kids do because of what it will do to your mindset.
So would you ever get into streaming, or is it just a thing where you'll hop on sometimes, chill?
I met so many good people that stream. Like I met some good people that stream. You probably know them, but it don't seem like they was happy. It seemed very draining.
I ain't gonna lie, I be having to
as
take a
me,
day or two off, bro.
My energy is the most important thing.
I be
like,
recording
$1 billion
videos. I
is
be
not
streaming
worth
the
me being
game and
uncomfortable.
live and all that, but sometimes I do live streams. But I definitely be having to take a day or two.
So
like,
if it was something to where I would stream once a week or
like,
something
as soon
like
as I
that,
get off work,
then I
I'm
would
right
do
in front
it.
of the, I'm right in
But
this
then
front
I'm
of
not
the
even
computer
about
on
to
this camera.
obligate myself or commit myself
Soon
to
as I
that
get off work,
because I
do
get
what I
up
gotta
and do
do
what
for my
makes me
dogs,
feel
and I'm
good
right here.
first.
Damn, bro, you make me want to quit
You gotta
streaming.
think
You make me
editing and
wanna quit.
all that.
It's not that. I just noticed that the people that do a lot of streaming, they really suffer from depression.
Are you happy?
And then I love having, it's like with my woman, like I love having intimate moments with my woman.
Me too.
And then like even though the camera looking right now, I'm not about to be careful and cautious because the camera watching me.
That was very real because he's more speaking on the psyche of streaming, you know, and content creation in general. You know what I'm saying?
I agree
Because
with
if you
that.
think about it, a lot of them, you know, young 20s getting close to their mid 20s, brains not fully developed.
I agree.
Even down to Rakai being like 17 years old. You know, a lot of them aren't thinking about the long-term
I agree.
damage mentally, you know?
I agree.
They can make this money, sit in front of a computer, you know, not really be themselves, because you gotta be pretty entertaining. You gotta at least
Gotta
make
turn it
people
on
feel
every
like,
time, bro. Every
you know,
time.
they're a
I'm
part
telling
of
you.
your movement. You have to do some things to
You gotta get in the character.
make people want to sit
all
around and
day.
watch you. You know, you're not finna watch nobody that's just boring and ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah.
So eventually
agree.
it becomes a stress on the mind. You know, what stream is next? What am I gonna talk about this? It's almost the same as being a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? It's constant. It's 24/7 of what is next, what video is next, what
Yup.
topic is next,
Yep.
what is next. You know what I'm saying? And you get caught in
Streaming
this
is a
loop.
whole
You get
different
caught in this
ball
loop. So
game
I can relate to
compared
it.
to
You
YouTube
know, obviously I'm
reactions.
not a streamer, but
That's a
I can
different ball
relate to
game,
it as
folks.
what it can possibly do to your psyche, especially at a young age, which is why he was saying, you know, a lot of them look depressed and that, you know, we know Kevin
Speak to
Gates
him,
is
Black.
Kevin Gates and, you know, he's a part of what he's a part of as well. But, you know, it was a good point about waking up and doing what you want to do first. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of be able to separate it. You got to be able to compartmentalize, you know what I'm saying? You have to, or eventually it'll drive you crazy. But a lot of them, they're just young. They're not really thinking about that side of it, you know what I'm saying? So if they are depressed, if they are in certain kind of down moods a lot of the time, they might not even recognize it, you know what I'm saying? Because you just don't realize what a lot of this stuff, what a lot of information and draining yourself to put on this show for people, what it can actually do to your body, you know what I'm saying? You constantly putting on a show for people, you know, regardless of how much money they make, that is not gonna fix, you know, you
Your
mentally,
mentality,
basically,
bro,
right?
bro.
So, with that being said, man, I'm gonna cut it short, man. I ain't want to just go to, you know, start yapping on this topic, man. I know this video might be a short one, but I just wanted to get y'all opinions, man. Y'all let me know what's going on, what you think about the topic. Run the likes up for me on this one, man. Y'all already know we'll be back with another video tomorrow. With that being said,
Black. That was a good one, folks. Y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Appreciate if you made it all the way to the end of the video. That was a good one, folks. I sat back and thought a little bit on that one. Cause yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it ain't streaming. I mean, I ain't streaming, but from just doing YouTube reactions and live streaming the game and just trying to, you know, plan everything and like he said, what video next? What's this? What, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, it's definitely overwhelming, folks. But yeah, appreciate if you made it all the way to the end of the video. You already know what's going on with me. I am gone.